on, idiots? Welcome back to the post credits. I'm your host Tim Montalvo. Today we have a review of the show Atypical on Netflix. I did a reaction and review of the trailer a couple weeks back, and me and my girlfriend watched the movie, and we loved it. From the first bit of dialogue to the last bit of dialogue, we were hooked on it. We binged on it. I think we finished it in one day, to be honest. It was like a Saturday. We were bored as shit. We just did it, and it was awesome. Love the characters. Keir Gilchrist, who plays Sam Gardner, he's the lead. I've seen him in other films. He was in that Zach Galifianakis movie. It's kind of a funny story, and he was also in United States of Terror, which I remember him from, which was also a great show. And this role, he's perfect in this role. I'm not an autism spectrum expert whatsoever or anything like that, but he definitely plays. He doesn't, to quote Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, he doesn't go full retard. He doesn't go full retard, and that's good. I think he definitely found a good balance, and his character is great. You just really feel for him, and he gets a lot of comedic moments because of, and obviously whatever. I'm not gonna say the whole. I don't want to offend people, but I love, they're making it for comedic purposes, and it's funny. It's funny, his little quirks and his little. Because he doesn't pick up social cues, and he doesn't understand sarcasm and jokes and stuff like that. But I think he does a great job in balancing his being able to be genuine and also put on this quirky mental health aspect of him. And I think it's great, and I think his friend Nick Nodani, who plays Zaid, who works with him, I think that relationship is great. He's very you love that he's very nice to Sam, and he really understands what he's going through. As much as he doesn't understand it, he adapts to it very well, and I think that's awesome. I think he plays a really funny guy, and a really funny best friend, and they have a lot of good dialogue together. And specifically when he was like making out with that girl in the back while talking to him, that was great. That was a great little scene, and also the fact that he keeps like hugging the mom, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh. So I think that's great. That big dinner scene was really good too. Jennifer Jason Leigh, like I just said, she plays Elsa Gardner, the mom. Ugh, you just hate her more and more and more as this show goes on, which sucks because taking everything into account, and you can't. Michael Rappaport's character Doug, he left apparently when they first found out that Sam was autistic. He didn't know how to deal with it and didn't know how to adapt to it, and I'm guessing he was very scared, because I feel like I wouldn't necessarily run away, but I definitely sympathize with that, because I don't think it's in a hate or an unloving part of himself. It's very much something new and something that he's afraid. Definitely like a fear of not being able to do it the right way, and not being able to handle it the right way, and being scared to even try. I feel like I would kind of be that way, because I get really nervous around. I'm not saying that, I know there's a difference between mentally challenged or mentally, capable people and autistic people. They're not like, whatever the thin line is, the gray area is, like around those certain types of people, I get really nervous, because like, there's like a Family Guy skit that I just saw where like Peter's in the hospital waiting room, and someone's mentally challenged next to him, and he's just like, they go full retard on this one, and he's just like, and Peter's like, I don't know what you want, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and like, it's a comedic version of it. It's very ridiculous the way they make it. they're exaggerating a lot, but at the same time, there is some truth to it. I'm sure there's a lot of people like that, and people who like seem like that, they're not like they're not like coming at it as of hate. They're coming at it as of not even a misunderstanding. It's more of just like a self doubt because they don't think that they're gonna be the right way. Because like there are certain people who can't be around that certain people because they know that they're not gonna react the right way. They're gonna be the patient person, and they're not gonna be the uh, I don't mind dealing with this right now kind of person. They're probably like the total opposite person, and you can't really hold that against them. So I'm guessing that's what Michael Rappaport's character Doug was going through when he left the family, and because he found out that Sam was autistic, he left for like 8 months. So that is kind of fucked up, but he did come back, and she's kind of dealing with Jennifer's Jason Leigh's character is kind of dealing with the whole, I've been dealing with this the whole time and alone, and I want something for myself, which is, I guess going and getting dicked. So I guess that's what that means. Unfortunately, even my girlfriend was watching it. She just started hating this character over and over and over and over, and it kind of gets worse for her. And then at the end, spoiler alert, there's going to be spoilers in this. When Casey Gardner, the sister, says stop fucking the bartender, and right on the message board and in their kitchen, and then Michael Rappaport's character sees it. He's like, why would she say that? It's kind of weird that she would say that, right? And it just ends like that. So it's very much a cliffhanger type situation. I hope they come back for season 2. Sam's relationship with his psychiatrist is very interesting, and I kind of almost knew it was going to go that way, where he was going to fall in love with her because she's the person who understands him the most, because she is a professional psychiatrist. Then obviously it goes south with the chocolate covered strawberries, but it ends up working out for her in the end because she was pregnant, not by Sam, but by her boyfriend, and then but he had already left, and then he actually comes back and he comes back and proposes, but then while he's on his knees proposing, he's saying, "You win." And so it's not really something a girl wants to hear. Like, "Oh, I win. I defeated you and put you into submission." It's not really shouldn't really say that. Even I know that. But and he almost thought that Michael Rappaport's character was gonna almost like make his move on her, and because he was returning a book to her, and then he started asking her questions about him trying to deal with it, and I really liked his character, and I really liked how they didn't show him gone for 8 months, obviously, but they mention it, and it does come up in discussion. But throughout the actual show, what you actually see, he's very genuine, and he's very heartwarming, and he's very just trying. You can see that he's trying his hardest, and he just doesn't know how. So he's kind of taking his time, but he he's really trying, and you really feel for him, and you almost get that you start to side with him because she's cheating on him the whole time. You start to side with him through that, and it's just like like it sucks when he finds out at the end. You're like, oh man, he doesn't like. I don't think he deserves. Like, maybe she could leave for 8 months. I don't know. Like, was he sleeping with? I don't know. You don't know. So, like, does he deserve to be cheated on like that when he's trying? Simultaneously when he's trying so hard to be who he wasn't for 8 months. So, I don't know. We'll see. The sister's journey was probably the least interesting part of the show. I like that her boyfriend Evan, the guy who is the brother of the girl that she defends and in high school, I like that he was very cool with Sam too. It could have went the other way. They could have made him kind of like not understanding and the typical tough older in college, like expelled guy, older guy, and be like, not understanding and make him like a bad guy, but they made him a good guy, which is good. I'm glad that he's kind of like cool with him. Sam Gardner's girlfriend, Jenna Boyd, who plays Paige, her character is kind of annoying, yeah, but she does play very well as far as acting goes. It was very genuine, and she definitely did a good job with that. And then he kind of ruins it, and then but then Oh, at the end in the dance, he's like, "I just got a blowjob in an igloo," which is great. He just walks right up to everybody, his parents and other parents are just sitting there, and he's just like, "I got a blowjob in an igloo." So that was awesome. So I hope season 2 is confirmed soon, because I think it deserves it. It's a great show, and you guys should watch it. And if you did watch it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Come back to the Idiot Box, subscribe, and come to the post credits. I'm your host, Tim Montalvo.